back to Wheel 6 channel. So today, and this is part 1 of the KZ series. So on Patreon, you'll see more of the Camaro stuff since it'll be the more expensive vehicle. And on here, you'll see the KZ stuff because obviously this is Wheel 6. This bike was my dad's and now it's mine. A friend of mine helped me get the engine out. You see how the frame's all dirty. I'll probably go in and clean that all up. But here's the engine. I already took kind of a peek inside the valve covers. Pretty much everything's coming loose. Doesn't matter. All of it's coming off. So pretty much I'm going to put the GoPro on, which that's what I'm using, and we'll start tearing down. I already took the valve cover off, so it'll come right off compared to before. And everything else. The side covers will be part 2. Pretty much top end's coming off today in this video. Next video, we're going to take apart the bottom end, but that'll be probably in about 3 weeks or so. Just because I got to organize everything. I got to get all the parts ordered. The engine does turn over, as you see. So it's not like, you know, it's the end of the world. So I'm gonna get the GoPro on, get set up, and this is probably gonna be my most edited video ever. So, like all the snapping of the bolt, like all breaking loose of the bolts, all those will be very much edited in, so it'll sound kind of nice and ASMR style. So I'm gonna put this on and get started. Yes, it is on a wagon, and I had the test along, which usually sits on the wall there. So I'm going to do it right now. Okay, so now, I just want to make sure it was recording. Pretty much we're going to get this here, and get this loose. Should have a 10 over here. I'll put some background music in so you guys can kind of hear. Oh, that's tight. I don't know where my impact went, so we'll see what happens there. On TikTok, obviously, I've been uploading and all that. So hopefully you guys will go see that kind of content. All of them out. We'll put this over here for now. Just in a array of mess. So pretty much right here is the camshaft. So for those of you that don't know, or that don't really know how engines work, pretty much an engine has, actually here, I have a perfect example. We have a piston, right? So there's this piston, and in that jug, this piston sits in there. There's a rod that comes out, then it goes to your crank. So pretty much how it works is suck, squeeze. So pretty much it will go down, which is the sucking motion. It'll squeeze, which will come up. Pow, which will come back down. And then rotational mass / inertia makes it come back up. And it'll do that in 4 strokes. So that's therefore a 4-stroke engine. Now, a 2-stroke would do it in 2 strokes. So pretty much it would do, I think the suck and then the bang in 1 cylinder, or in one stroke, and then the power, which is the down, or no, I don't know. It's been a while since I need to redo some research on 2 strokes. It's been a long time, but for the most part, that's about it. So now we're gonna take off we gotta take off the tensioner back here, which looks like a 10, and yep, 2 10s. Okay, it seems like this just does not have enough torque. Pretty much just come over here, grab this. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. If you're wondering why I have a band-aid on my finger, is because I hurt my finger trying to get this engine out. So that's fun. Comes with the territory, right? Probably would help if I had an extension. If I remember where I put all my extensions at. Sneakers. Sword. I need to clean the shop. Haven't had a chance. I'm going to be working on some merch here soon, so once we hit the 1,000 subscriber goal, you guys will get some custom made merch made in-house by me. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that. You know, because I know it's not that common, you know, for YouTubers to make merch, but I need to make money some way, so this is the timing chain tensioner. So on certain engines, some of them are on one side. Most older bikes and some newer bikes, the timing chain is in the middle of the engine. I know that's kind of weird, but you have to think. This side is all your flywheel, starter gear. The other side, this is a lot smaller on newer bikes, but this is your clutch on these 1000. Either the 900 or 1000, and these are massive. And then here's your timing, or no, your advanced side, and then over here is where you have your points and everything. So a friend of mine's trying to go pick up a R7 in 1 to 2 days, so we'll probably record that, and we'll start doing motovlogs. He's trying to let me borrow his CB650 or his Nighthawk. It's a 1984, so you'll probably see me ride that. I'm waiting for him to get insurance and stuff for it, so that way I can ride it around and I don't get pulled over or anything like that. Pretty much that's about. So you guys will probably start seeing more moto vlogs here soon. So I hope you guys really will enjoy seeing that and actually seeing riding content for the first time on this channel. Obviously I'm gonna upload some older videos that I have, so like how to install a exhaust. Now remember, this is from like 3 to 4 years ago, so pretty much a lot of this stuff is when I was like 14, 15, and now I'm almost 19. My birthday's actually coming up, guys, so if you want to wish me a happy birthday in the comments, I'll probably record. Here's the tensioner. Alright, timing chain should be fairly loose, which is good. So now, should use a 10. Oh crap, these are okay. Probably gonna break this loose. Crisscross pattern. I'm just trying to loosely even these up. It's not going to be perfect. When it goes back together, it'll be more important. So now, I'm just trying to zip a lot of these out. This whole assembly is just trying to come out as one. So now, timing chain's loose. I'm gonna set up a little setup so that way this stuff doesn't get damaged in any which way. So I'm gonna do that real quick. So I'm gonna end it here. I'll see you guys on now. We're actually gonna take the cams out. Now I'm gonna be pretty gentle on this for the most part because, well, I have to slide these cams out. So pretty much I'm just going to get all these loose. Oh shit. I must have missed one. Pretty much just going to inspect the cams, make sure there's no oil damage or anything like that, because I thought oil pump was maybe going bad, which I might not need to order one. And all that type of stuff. So pretty much I just need to keep a note. I'm gonna take some pictures real quick. I highly recommend that you do that. So like this. I remember how that cam thing went. It's bi-directional. Now I'm gonna take the cam caps off. Oh. It does smell like it did burn a little bit of oil. Let me get a nice soft mallet. Not the most stable work surface, but gets the job done right. See, got a lot of tension on there, so. Put the can caps, all that type of stuff. I'm gonna put this in order as it goes. Whoops. I'll pick that up here in a second. Like so. Now, I'm gonna try to get a cam out. This is a intake cam. I'm gonna put it in order how it goes. And then, look at these hydraulic lifters. Everything is in really good shape on this bike. What I'm probably going to do, I'm going to remove this gasket. Now what we're going to do is just loosen up this cam. That's good. Now you're getting binded up. Do a soft little tap. Bring this over here. Ow. Hit myself again. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of work and persuasion. Dal came up with this one. I'm gonna put the dowel back where it belongs. Alright. This engine is in really good shape. It does have 36,000 miles on it. So it's actually pretty low mileage for a motorcycle engine. I get like, oh, why are you rebuilding it with only 37,000 miles? Well, it sat for most of its life, and the seals are going bad. And that's part of the reason why I am taking this apart. Move some things. Now, inspecting everything and cleaning it. No grooves, nothing to be concerned about. This engine's fairly healthy. Even if you see a little bit of like small grooves, what do you expect for 30,000 miles? There is a lot of what you might call it, just gunk. So that's actually fairly decent for a it's not too bad. I mean, it's a 70s bike, so I mean, you gotta rebuild these bikes every so often. I think the rebuild manual calls for every 60,000 miles the engine get rebuilt, because tolerances are a little bit looser than say something else. But Now let's get a magnet, which I do have over here. Don't worry, I'm gonna clean it before I put it against anything. Should be a better idea. These are the lifter buckets. What I'm doing is just pulling them out, so that way we don't lose them. I'm keeping them in order of how they came out. Very clean, no storing, minor wear. Oh shit. As seen, this one has a little bit more wear, but nothing to be concerned about. Wait, what side? What side? Okay. Now I'm gonna clean up the residual oil, and we're gonna break the head loose. So now that the cams are out, the head should just come right off. So it's fine. I can just go in with this and yoink. So, alrighty. I'm gonna figure out this. We're gonna get the size, and then I'm going to do a full ASMR head coming off saying. So I'm gonna remove these side bolts, but this is also a tutorial, so pretty much most of this I'll probably do a teardown as a stick. Good enough. As a non-ASMR, and then when I put it back together, it will be an ASMR. So I'm gonna get these spark plugs out. Just have them kind of resting in there, and we're gonna pull that apart. So come over here. By the way, most of your sets will come with some sort of spark plug tool. And then you'll come over here. Of course, these 5/8. These are, I think, 13 something. This is the right size. That's 5/8. Don't work. Here it is. If you're wondering about the mirrors, that's from my friend's bike, not me. Well, one of them's from me, but next, just break this one loose. Break this one loose. The bike did run rich, which probably means it needed a carb clean. We're gonna go per cylinder, so the cylinder. Should be able to pull this out by hand now. Yep. I'm gonna do this with this hand. Well, just get these tighter ones loose. I'm gonna put this up here for that cylinder. How you guys liking the video so far? Is it good, fun, interesting? I will put music in the background of this video, so, and all that. I'll run 2 cameras, so when I do my time lapse building this bike in so and so time, and then ASMR with the GoPro. I'm hoping to have another camera by the start of summer, so hopefully you guys will get some better content, and or I'll use my game phone for music. I need to get a new box that is a limited edition 24. I just don't have the cage on it because it takes up too much room. So take this. As you see, it's running pretty rich. Not the best, but I'm pretty much just organizing the whole top end in one spot, and I'll put the head on that block of wood. This should be a 10, I think. Well, that came right loose. Well, that's nice to know. Now we're gonna take these 2 bolts. As you see, I'm like laying everything out, how it's assembled. I will get bags and all that and organize it, so I think this is like a 12. I'll get bags, probably in the next video you'll see me organize for the first chunk of it. Let's see if it's a 12. Oh, pretty close, probably a 14. Think I have a 14. Well, as you see, there's a bolt in here. Doesn't want to come out. Should have a 14 over here. As you see, the shop's kind of a mess. Not the best shape that it should be in, but probably will do a cleaning video at some point. But if you guys want to see that, put that down in the comments. Size is this? 17. Size is this? 14, 15, 14, I believe, right here. Yep. And I got this. Sorry for the GoPro if it's leaning down or anything. So, I probably should look up the torque spec, or torque sequence on these engines, so I'm going to do that. We're going to go here, here. Looking at bikes, and also I might get a job at Walmart, so we'll see how that goes. So, for us, we're going to do 1976 KZ900 900 head torque. I can't spell. Excuse me guys, I'm gonna get this up and we'll go from there. Which for this bike it's kind of hard to find torque specs and stuff, but for this, what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna get an extension because this is a little too short. I have to go over here. Pretty much what we're gonna do is we're gonna go outside in. Now when you're torquing it, you're gonna go inside out. I get that that may not make sense, but pretty much you're gonna want to have an even spread over the whole head and block, or jug in this case. So pretty much we're gonna do this, lefty loosey. So I'm gonna start at the bottom here, and we're gonna just go like that, and then we're gonna come over here, press cylinder 4, break that loose. Now what you're gonna do, you're gonna come, so I did up here, we're gonna move in here, break that loose, and we're gonna come down here, break this loose, and come up back, it should be loose, this should be loose, oh no, that's right, come here, break this loose, you're gonna come down here, that should already broke loose, so then, that. So if this unit here, and this would go here, and this would come over here, and this would come over here, so come down here, oh that's broke loose, just come down here, break that loose, come up, pretty much we'll just go around, double check, make sure these are all loose. Oh, last one. Now I can just go around since I broke all of them loose. You just want to loosen them up in equal fashion or break them loose in a crisscross pattern, pretty much, for the whole thing. So I'm just going to get my big impact. I'm just going to zip these out. You're like, don't do that, don't do that. Don't worry. Once you break them loose, then it's fine. And I'm not going to go fast, so. Oh, I didn't know these were studs. Okay, so studs and a washer. Oh, oops. I'm gonna put that over here. Where did that stud go? Alright, we'll find it later. Pretty much I'm just going in all these crevices and all that. Just loosening all these bolts up. And then I'm gonna just go in with the magnet and pick all these up. These are all the same bolts, so it doesn't matter if they go on wonky. Put these in here for now. And that should be it. That we can take all these out. Since finally, it's time that we take off the head. Now, I might need a pry or whatever. So I'm gonna get a pry bar, which is right over here. Get black. Pretty much I'm just gonna get in a crevice and just pry against the block. Just to break the head loose. Like so, just run on all sides. Just get it to come up. Grab these washers. Just want to lift it off the block. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the head here. And as you see, here's the inside of the KZ's engine. So this is leaking out. It'll be alright. So pretty much, this is what right under a 1000 cc's look like. And what I'm inspecting is the head gasket did fail. From what I'm seeing, this gasket failed here. I'm going to clean everything up here in a second and inspect it all. No, come back here. I'd rather hang out in the bottom like this. Just inspecting everything just from this glance. And now I'm going to clear out this area to put the head. So I'm going to do that. We'll put the head over here. I'm going to clean up my mess. And then we'll get to inspect the KZ's head to make sure everything is okay. But pretty much I'm just going to come in here, get all these washers out and all that. So and by the way, when I do both my non-ASMR and ASMR, I'll pretty much do a voiceover for the non-ASMR, so that way I can be quiet. I'll put some earbuds in. So and so, and then all the copper washers out. Alright, so now I'm gonna get everything prepped. We're gonna put this motor, the head over there, and we'll inspect things, and I'll see you guys till then. Alright, sorry for the messy hair. I have the head off, and I've done some inspecting. It does seem like the head gasket did fail, which would explain why it was leaking so bad. As you see, it's kind of blown out. It could have been from when I was taking off the head. It also could have been just in general failure. But there was a lot of leakage all around the outside. So therefore, something in here probably failed, which is more likely the head gasket. Just it failed around the ring surface. The head looks good. I mean, this is a little dirty, so the cylinder is probably running a little rich, and this cylinder is running a little too lean. So it definitely needs a vacuum. What do you call it? A vacuum. The carburetors need to be vacuumed, set up. I do see that when we were taking the engine out, this side did get bent. So what I'm going to have to do is take a bar, bend it straight, but I do plan on getting all new studs. I'm going to just clean up all these surfaces and go from there. For the most part, everything's clean. It looks healthy. And head gasket on both sides. This seems like it failed on the back side here, because you can see how much oil just is everywhere. Yeah, it's definitely failed. And this is a split head gasket design. Some actual cars are like this. Not all of them. And the cool thing is, this bike is actually made in Japan. See all the made in Japan stamps? This bike was from Japan. It was shipped over by Kawasaki and was made in Japan. So right here is oil pressure sensor to make sure that it doesn't have low oil. I'm going to just, for the most part, oil's going to be covering everything, so I'm not going to be that worried about cleaning it. So from basic inspection here, there needs to be a new seal here because the seal's flattened. New seal on the bottom, pretty much just whole new casing seals. On this side, I need to get all new hardware. I'm gonna buy new clutches. I get that maybe these might be so good, but I'd rather be safe than sorry, and then not have. I don't want to pull off this old side cover and do the clutch while it's on the bike. I can probably pull the jugs off today if I so desired, but I'm not going to do that. Just for the fact of that's a lot more work and I have to clean up more. But that'll be in the next video with the KZ after I order some parts. So I'm going to order the rebuild kit. I'm going to get the electric or the digital points system, so that way I can replace a lot of the older stuff with some newer technology, and I can make it nicer, just in general, a nicer bike to ride and more reliable. Don't get me wrong, the point system works, but I'm limited on tools, which I will be ordering tools to rebuild the engine. It's going to get new rings, which is fair, and to do the test, we're going to. It hasn't thrown a rod or anything like that. It ran perfectly fine before I took it all apart. So the block, nothing's cracked. It's just all seals are bad, and I'll probably rebuild the Kickstarter, make it nicer. It's got a lot of slop in it, so see if I can put more shims in it to make it nicer. The breather I kind of want to take off today, so we'll probably do that here. Probably in the next video. I'll start taking everything off the top, and then we'll drain. I already drained a lot of oil out, so I'll probably have to put it on something that I can drain the rest out, and then we'll see if I can put it on the engine stand over there. If not, I'll probably just get a rolling table, so that way I can roll it around on a steel table and not worry about it. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. It got dark real fast, but I thank you for joining me along this journey on rebuilding this bike. This bike has been in my life for over 15 years, and you would think, being almost 19 at this point, you're like, over 15 years? Yeah, my dad has owned this bike since, I think, 2009 from 2007 to 2009 is when he first got it. And he got it rebuilt by this guy, and it's run great. It hasn't had really any issues. and now it's just showing its age after, you know, it needs another rebuild. But I'm hoping after this rebuild it'll be better than ever. If you guys really want to support me and try to get, you know, if you want to support the KZ build project, go check me out on Patreon. I know there's not much. You can either pay the $1, the $5, or the $10. The $10, you get almost full access, pretty much full access to everything. $5, you get pretty much just video access and basic chat privileges, or more advanced chat privileges. And the $1 tier is images and basic chat privileges to help me along. $1 can be a long way to helping me rebuilding this bike. So if you guys really want to go see it, it should be down in, by my like info on the bottom of the description box. It should say Patreon. Click that link. It'll send you over to Patreon, and you guys can join for free and see all the stuff that I have planned ahead. I'm gonna start trying to make this channel really professional and doing really well. Like I have the exhaust right there, which I'm gonna completely redo because it's all messed up right here. You know, I'm gonna see if I can find a nicer one, or I'll build my own full exhaust system for this bike. You know, starting off, you know, for my first really major TIG project, because I do plan on getting a TIG machine. Eventually I'll redo all the wiring, but I might take it to the guy. I'm just more focused on getting the engine running more than anything else. As you see, 34,182.9 miles. It's been a pretty good bike. I think my dad got it with like 20, so he's put a decent bit of miles on this. He only really rides on certain seasons, especially with this bike. Kind of janked together seat because it's pretty old, but I like a cool little storage tray, which I do like. It's got tire info, you know, pretty cool for a 70s bike. So that's about it for this video and all that. Sorry for making this a pretty long video, but I get maybe you guys want to see some more POV content, so I'm going to try to do some more of that. And this is a different change to the channel, different style video. I'll do some ASMR videos with building the engine, and as well as explaining it in the non-ASMR video, because I want to make sure you guys understand how to build it, you know, the basics on how an engine works. So pretty much that's about it for this video, guys. I'm gonna send it off here with a great night, and pretty much that's about it. And I hope you guys really enjoy this video and everything. Please support me, as I said. Sorry for blocking the camera, and I'll see you guys later. And peace out, guys.